Hello friends, well, thank you so much once again for being part of my channel. Today is a very particular clip. I will show you 12 priceless items that I have in my collection. Some of them are very expensive, some of them are priceless because they have a very deep emotional attachment to me. They are not in any particular order, but I'm glad to share this with all of you. Well, my vocal scores, my opera vocal scores collection, basically that's the source of my 20 years career. Over 50 operas I have over there. I sang only 35 of them. I hope that I will be able to sing the rest eventually before I retire. This is an original document signed and sent and signed by legendary composer Giuseppe Verdi. He's the first responsible of my professional life. I sang over 700 performances of operas that I sang were connected to that composer. A memory from World War II depicting my grandfather. He's on the right, and his words towards us, his grandchildren, were always be polite, have courtesy, and that will never take away how brave you are. War and aggression doesn't make us great. Now we have a Rolex Submariner. This is a very expensive item, probably the most expensive from my entire collection. Rolex 41mm, yellow gold, blue bezel, very valuable. A real piece of art from Rolex, and my dream is to get eventually someday the Daytona Platinum, but I will need to work harder for that one. However, this one is beautiful, beautiful piece of art. The Cabildo from Buenos Aires. This is an image that brings me back to my days while working for the lawyers in Argentina. I remember myself with 19 or 20 years old, working until late and walking in the evening in those streets. So it's like always keeping a reminder of my days in Argentina, in Buenos Aires. A picture signed by Murray Abraham as Antonio Salieri in a movie that is one of my all-time favorite films, Amadeus. Barcelona jersey signed by Lionel Messi. There is nothing else to say. Probably he's the GOAT, the greatest player of all time. I don't remember any death in a movie more traumatic than the one from Artax in the movie Neverending Story. Atreyu, played by Noah Hathaway, signed this picture for me. It is a very important item and also very important to remember based on following that scene, how necessary is always to fight against sadness. Triclops, one of the few toys my father was able to buy me when I was a child. I was born during the hyperinflation in Argentina, and those toys were very expensive, but he managed to buy me that one, and well, it is always for me a good reminder of how good it is to do things mainly for children and teenagers. This lady, I never met her personally. All I know is that she was an actress at the Hungarian State Opera back in the 1920s. Nobody knows what happened to her. I bought this piece from a big art dealer in Budapest, and now I keep it with me as one of my most valuable items. The Lindwurm, a reminder from my very first Aida in the city of Klagenfurt 15 years ago. A huge success, performing the role of Radames. Actually, later on in my life, I sang at Arena Verona, Muscat, Paris, Brussels, Vilnius, Torino, Riga, and so many other houses. But everything started there in Klagenfurt, connected to that role. Very special presents I received from the Holy Land: salt from the Dead Sea, a little rock from the Jerusalem Temple, and a little rock from the synagogue in Capernaum, destroyed by the Romans in 68 AC, where our Lord Jesus Christ was teaching in the Galilee, in the Kinneret. I hope that all of you enjoyed this ride, and until next time, bye bye.